Hi, it's Bill calling for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and this is KATA Feeling the Charge. Yeah, I know, some mystical Asian crap. That's not what I'm getting at. What I want you to understand is intensity. The reason you do forms over and over and over again is not just fundamentals, but it also teaches you how to use intensity. Like it gives you it's like when you do something repetitively like that, it gives you a chance to study it in depth. So where I find is people use their intensity in kata, they use it in the wrong spot. If I was going to swing a baseball bat, what I would do was I would hit with all my intensity at the point of impact. But a lot of kids, when I coach them, what they do is they want to throw all their impact, they go like this right off the bat, they swing really, really hard at the beginning of their motion, which always twists them and gets them off balance, and they always miss the ball and they always pull their head. Not the point. But where their intensity should be is not here at the start. The intensity should be right here where the point of impact of the ball is. So when I get here, there's like an explosion through with your mind. A lot of people, when they do forms in kata, what they do is they do that same intensity at the beginning, and it makes them feel strong and good. But you're not hitting anybody, you're hitting air. When you're hitting air, it's irrelevant where the point of impact is. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll come in, right, and they'll go into their form, and they'll step, and right away they're already screaming, and there's all this, and everything gets just jointed in the body. When you're a newbie, that's great. It's good to teach you intensity, it's good to teach you like spirit. But as you get older, it should be more condensed. Think about it, years ago, if I was doing this, and I was doing this to you, we would come this way, and then there'd be this scream, there'd be like that, right? No, when you get better, the scream should be inside, number one. And number two, the intensity should be at the point. So when I go like this, 1, 2, as I come through, how you practice this is you come slow, relax, come to the point just before impact. And right about there, just before you're going to impact the person, that's where your intensity is. Your intensity is at the very tip. So I'm coming this way, there's a motion, and that's your intensity. Just that quick snap. It should be really short. It should not be a long intensity through the whole motion. It should be a very violent intensity at the end of your move. So when you get better at forms, your job is to do more with less. There should be less screaming, less energy, less violent body motions, and you should save them for the tips. So if I come in, right, you see how it's only there, right at that point. So I come in, there's my point, there's right here, and then here, and that's how you practice that. You should practice that almost really slow, like Tai Chi speed for a while, and learn how to explode at the very tip. As you get better with it, you can get into more natural fluid motion with it, right? You can come in, you can go, and there's your tip. But again, as you get older, you can't waste all this energy. It's that old saying in karate, you go from hard to soft. As your body gets older, holding tension and isometrics through all the motions exhaust you. You can't do that as you get older. You have to become efficient. You have to learn to only use minimal tension at minimal points when you need it. So everything else should be flowing and relaxed. They should be much more calm. There should be much more body movement. It doesn't take effort and energy. It should come from the ligaments and tendons. So as you come in, I don't waste energy with tension or screaming. I come in soft and explode. I come in soft and I explode. I come in soft and I explode. And that takes time. And it's so hard to get people out of that because they've spent all these years flexing the muscles and flexing everything, and they don't understand that the power comes from the ends. It doesn't come from here. Everything comes from the fact that you can whip. Everything comes from the fact that you can explode. And you have to retrain yourself that. So, again, how I like to do it. Slow. Take your time. Do your forms very slow. Go through them slow, almost like Tai Chi. And when you get to the point where you feel there should be impact, that's when your burst is. They should be comfortable, everything should be relaxed, and then when they get into it, there should be explosion. But this requires your mind, right? Because you have to stay focused, and then there has to be this explosion with your mind to make this happen. It's a very short, intense thing. Right? Like at the end, there should be like that snap and that meanness on it, where like you really want to drive that puppy, but very small. So go back into your forms. Do them really, really slow. Feel the body. See where you're wasting energy. See where you're over tensing things. See where you're throwing emotion that doesn't belong. Take your time, move to positions, relax the body, relax the joints, and at the very end, learn how to throw that intensity, learn how to make it small, learn how to make it very violent in a small space. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave comments and ask questions. Thanks very much for helping grow the channel.